Dear learners, I would like to welcome you to the discussion about the difference between goods and services. Goods and service. These are two major marketable entities in marketing. Let us see how we can distinguish between goods and services. There are four areas, major areas, where or based on which we can distinguish between goods and services. These major areas, the first one is intangibility, number two, heterogeneity, number three is simultaneous production and consumption, and the last one is perishability. What is the first one? Intangibility. Goods are intangible. It means that whenever we are purchasing goods or physical objects, we can check it, we can touch it, we can feel it, we can try it. Say I am going to buy a marker. Before I make the actual purchase, I can try, I can write with the marker, I can check it, then I can decide whether I will buy it or not, because it is tangible. On the other hand, if I am talking about a service, services are intangible. We cannot see it, we cannot touch it, we can feel it, we can taste it, we can smell it before we make actual purchase. If I go to a hairdresser to have a haircut, until or unless I have the haircut from the hairdresser, from the barber, I don't understand how I look. It means what is the output, because it is intangible. On the contrary, if I buy a pen, before I make the purchase, before I pay to the seller, I can check it, I can write with the pen, I can check how it writes. If it writes well, I can decide to buy. If it does not write well, I can leave the pen. I may decide not to buy the pen. So that is the first one, intangibility. Goods are tangible, services are intangible. Number one. Number two, heterogeneity. Services are variable. The quality, performance of services are variable. Take an example. If Unilever produces 100,000 pieces of lakhs today, 1 lakh pieces of lakhs today, the quality, quantity, performance, what will remain the same for each and every one. On the other hand, as an instructor, if I take 4 classes today, the performance of these 4 classes might be different. If I am talking about a barber, if a barber delivers 10 haircuts a day, probably the performance of haircuts in 10 different cases will be different. So, services are always variable, and it depends on who is providing services, how the service is being provided, when the services are being provided. On the contrary, it is very easy for goods marketer to maintain quality and quantity and performance of the physical objects. So that is the second area where services are different from goods. Number two. Number three, simultaneous production and consumption. In case of physical objects, if Unilever produces lakhs today, it can be consumed tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after 1 week, after 1 month, after 1 year, after 2 years. No problem. The production of physical objects and consumption of physical objects will be in different times. On the other hand, services cannot be separated from the provider. So it indicates that the production of services and consumption of services will take simultaneously, will take place at the same time. Whenever the services are being produced, it is also being consumed. The production of services and consumption of services take place at the same time, because we cannot separate services from the providers. This is the third one, and the last one is perishability. Say I am selling this marker. If I fail to sell it today, I'll be able to sell it tomorrow or day after tomorrow, after 1 week, after 1 month, after a quarter. So what I can do, I can put this marker to my warehouse, to the store. It means that physical objects can be, or goods can be stored for later sale, for future sale. On the other hand, the services can be stored. We cannot put services to the warehouse or to the store for future sale, for later sale. So services are perishable. On the contrary, goods are not perishable. We cannot store service goods. We can store source. We can store goods for future sale, for later sale. So these are the 4 areas where we can distinguish between goods and services. Thank you very much.